Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Mr. Muddathir and in these videos I'm going to explain to you how to use Adobe Photoshop. Some people call it Adobe Photoshop, but you can call it whatever you want. Alright, the first thing that we're going to learn is how to open a new project on Adobe Photoshop. You can easily go to File and New. You will get this dialog box where you can choose the size of the image that you want. I usually recommend that the width usually is greater than the height so that you have sort of a landscape kind of an image. Yeah. Let's not exceed 2000. Let's have a window. Let's have a project that's 1500 or 1500 by 1000. Yes. All right. So I will create a new project or a new image that has 1500 pixels on the width and 1000 pixels on the height. There you go. I'll just go and click on OK. And there you go. You have created a new project on Adobe Photoshop. Okay, before I continue, I'd like to let you know that all the tools that you're going to need in Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, you'll find it at the left hand side right here in this box. Sometimes it may look like this and it may look like that. You can change it to however you want. Now, the first tool that we're going to learn about today is the brush tool, and it is found over here at this box to the left hand side, and it looks exactly like that in all the versions of Photoshop. Now, if you want to use the brush, click on it, and there you go. It's a very fun and easy tool to use, although you have more options than you think. You can change the size of the brush from here at the top of the screen. Just click on this arrow and change the size to however you want. You can also change the color from the right hand side from whatever color picker that you think. Let's choose the color red. Amazing, isn't it? Now, I'm going to try to write the name of our school using the brush over here. L always has to be a capital, and Y. Yeah? Now that's how you use the brush tool. Now I want to write the text, but this time I want to use the keyboard. What am I going to do? Again, from the box over here, the toolbox from here, you have a tool especially made for text. And it looks like this. It has the T letter. Click on it and then click wherever you want to have your text on the project. Once you click, write whatever you want. Using the keyboard, you'll be able to enter a text onto your project. Now, if you're not happy with what you see, highlight your text and go to the top. You'll find all the options for the text over here. From the size, let's make it 150 points, to the font style over here, let's change it to Sassoon or whatever text that you think is great. If you're happy with the result, again, you can click anywhere on the project to move the text wherever you want. If you're happy with the result, click on the tick at the top over there. Click, and there you go. Now, what if I want to insert a picture inside my project? Simply, I'll minimize Photoshop from the minus button over here at the top to the right hand side. Click on it. I would go to my pictures or whatever folder that you have your pictures on. Now let's try to insert this picture into our project. I will click on it, keep clicking, drag it to the Photoshop, and then drag it into the project while I'm still clicking, and then let go of the mouse here. See, this was fun, right? Let's try again. I'm not happy with the results, so I'm not going to press on the tick. I'm going to press on cancel. Yeah, minimize, go to the folder where you have your image, click on it and keep clicking. Move the mouse to Photoshop and then get back to your project and then let go of the mouse. There you go. Now you can move it to wherever you want in the project. You can also resize it by using the handles at the corners. When you're happy with the result, just simply press on the tick at the top. There you go. Amazing, isn't it? All right. The next thing that we're going to learn is how to select part of the project and edit that part, okay? But before we go further, I'd like to show you how Photoshop stack layers of our work. Every time we want to draw something, Photoshop puts it on a separate layer. Now, this is the layer of this image right here. And this is the layer for the school, the text that we added, yeah? And this is the background where we have legacy, the word legacy written, yeah? So if I want to select something in the background and I want to edit that, the tool that I'm going to use is rectangular mark tool. Rectangular mark tool. Simply click on it, select the part that you don't like or you want to edit, and then let's assume that I want to delete. I have two options to delete this part that I selected right here. Either I press on delete on the keyboard, press delete on the keyboard. I'll be getting this dialog box right here. I'll choose color here, and then I will choose white from this color. If I chose red, it's gonna fill up this area with red. If I choose white, it's gonna fill up this area with white. So choose the color that you want and then press OK. Yeah. Now let's assume that I don't want to delete it. Undo. When you press undo from here, it will undo the things that you have just did and bring it back to its original state. Now let's choose a color from here and choose the brush. See, it's still selected, right? If I started drawing, it will not draw outside of the box. It will only draw inside the rectangular marking. It's a very handy tool, isn't it? You can think of a lot of things that you can use or create using the, the rectangular tool. If you want to deselect this part on the keyboard, press Ctrl plus D. Ctrl plus D. Or you can press on the rectangular and press anywhere. The rectangular tool. Okay? Okay, there are two more things that we are going to learn today. The first one is the bucket over here. From the tools to the left hand side, paint bucket tool. Now, how are we going to use this? Why do we need to use this? Okay, you see that the background over here is white, yes? And it's going to take you a lot of time to change the color from white to any other color with, let's say, the brush tool. It's going to take you a lot of time, right? Now, you don't want to do that. You have the paint bucket. Click on it, choose the color that you like from the the swatch over here. Choose the color that you want, and click on the color that you want to change. And there you go. See, it will fill up the entire white area with the color that I chose, except the white that is confined. Now I'm going to click inside the G here to change the color. See? Let's click inside the E to change the color here. Very easy, isn't it? I apologize if you don't like this color combination. What if I want to change the white color in this image? Remember, it has its own layer over here. We have to click on the layer and then click here, yeah? But let's keep it as it is. The last thing that we're going to learn today is the custom shapes. The custom shapes. It's gonna make drawing so easy because we don't have to draw the regular shapes, the shapes that we are used to, like for example, a triangle, a rectangle, a star shape. Any of those shapes, you'll find them here in this custom shape. Now, how to get to the custom shape? Now, when you stop here to the left hand side at the toolbox, when you stop here, you'll see that this is a rectangle tool. Yeah. Now, long press on this or long click on it you'll get another menu over here, and the last option is custom shape tool. Custom shape tool. Now click on it. Now you have custom shape tool, you have selected that, but where are the shapes? At the top, on this toolbar over here, when you press this arrow, you'll see that you have so many shapes. A menu that contains so many fun shapes. They are so beautiful. You can choose whatever you want. Okay, let's assume that I want to insert this crescent moon shape over here. I'm going to click on it. Then I'll go to the project. How can I draw? All I have to do is click and drag and let go. Yeah, click, drag, and let go. But it has the same color as the background. So I'm going to undo, edit, undo. Now change the color, whatever color that you want. Let's choose red again so that we don't have a lot of colors. Okay. Now I still have the crescent moon over here. So I'm going to click on my project and drag. And let go when I'm ready. Yeah. Now you can choose this tool over here, move tool, to move things around. You can put it wherever you want, wherever you want. Yeah. It's a very handy tool. Let's choose another one. Now go to custom shape. If you don't see the custom shape here, long press and then select custom shape. Click on the menu over here and choose whatever shape that you think is great with your image and press on the project and drag while pressing. If you want it so big, if you want it too tiny, it's up to you. And if you think this size is ready, let go of the mouse. And there you go. So that was everything that we need to learn on this video. I'm going to do everything so quickly. The first thing that we learned is how to open a project, and then the second thing we learned how to use the brush, and then we learned about the tangle tool, the one that you can use to delete or edit things, and then we learned how to add text by using the text, the key button over here. Click on and type whatever you want. You can move it and put it wherever you want. We also learned how to drag an image or insert an image into our project by just simply clicking it and dragging it. Just make sure that you don't have any pending things over here. Let's erase this. Drag the image that you want, drag it onto the Photoshop, and then let go inside the project, and then press the tick at the top. Also, we learned about the paint bucket. Let's use the paint bucket to change the background color here, there, whatever you want. Hmm? And the last thing that we learned is the custom shapes, where you can insert cool shapes, amazing shapes into your project without actually having to draw it. It will make our drawing or our design easier to create. Well, that is it for your Photoshop lesson. I hope you guys learned a lot today and you have enjoyed. That was Mr. Mudassir. Have a good day. Bye.